Common Sense Crypto back up in the mix. It's been a minute, but I'm back. I was hoping to have better news, but everything is just going sideways right now. And when I say everything, it is everything. I'm talking Bitcoin all the way through the crypto market. You had this, I don't know what happened with Chainlink. I still haven't quite figured this one out. I can't figure out, because it seems like it's a side chain, just like one of my favorite things to trade. Oh, ZRX. ZRX is a Ethereum side chain. It kind of bypasses the network. If you go down their side chain, I believe your transactions will be quicker. And I think it's probably the same situation with Chainlink. Now, I'm not sure why Chainlink is blown up like this. Maybe somebody could comment and give me a little bit of an education on that. XRP, yeah. It's just not XRP's time yet. I don't think Ripple has figured out exactly what and who they are. They may not be focused right now. I don't know if they're having issues with Moneygram. I don't know if they've figured out how to start using more of the Ripple network through Moneygram. Because it sure seems like everything is just falling off the face of the earth as far as what MoneyGram and Ripple are doing. And it has to be affecting XRP since, Ripple, we know a little while back, Ripple changed directions once again. Nobody on the team probably knows which direction they're going to go. They're trying to find out what they are. Just kind of like any company does. They got to figure out what they are and what they do well, and then they got to do it. Amazon started off as a book company, and now look at what they do. Who knows what old Ripple will turn into, and who knows what they'll do with old XRP. For right now, though, it's just way too early for this thing to take off. But we all know this thing's going to go somewhere. Most of this stuff will. All these Ethereum side chains, I don't know why Chainlink's taking. This is blowing my mind. I don't know why Chainlink is taking off. I don't know if this is like the Dogecoin situation. For those of you that don't know, apparently, I believe it was one of them apps, the TikToks or something like that. A bunch of people were pumping Dogecoin. From what I understand, Dogecoin was just kind of a joke somebody did. I could be wrong. I don't even see it on here. I don't even know how bad it is now. People were buying this thing just because they had heard of it on TikTok, and they thought they were all going to pump it. I think it got so bad that websites were turning the Dogecoin threads off and banning the people from speaking about Dogecoin because it was just pure manipulation. I don't even see it on Coinbase here. I got on Coinbase just to kind of go through here. I haven't been paying attention to the crypto market right now because the situation we're in, all the unemployment money coming into people right now, they are throwing it at the stock market, basically gambling, playing the slot machines. But besides that, before I get off on a long rant on some cryptocurrency, oh, Moneygram, you are killing us. Killing us with no news and no denial of the buyout rumors, holding us hostage. We are being held hostage right now. Nobody. Look at this: 769,000 shares, almost 770,000 shares today. That is nothing. That is break even, and that's what it did today. You can look at these charts. I mean, we're talking 10 or 15 cents of a swing in 5 days. Unheard of. I think this is unheard of with any stock. Just about is probably going to move more than this. I think this is all because everyone's being held hostage by this buyout rumor. I've got to tell you, there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding about what situation Moneygram is in. Moneygram has to do something. They have a big debt payment due in November. Now, I've just looking through the internet stuff, there are people that are under the impression that if a buyout was announced right now, that there would be no earnings report for some reason. I got news for them. No matter what is agreed upon, you will still get this earnings report. This is the earnings report that nobody ever wants to have to give, ever. Because it's going to be bad no matter what you do. A lot of people are thinking that, hey, MoneyGram announces 106% year-over-year digital transaction growth in June. They think that this is going to be a great earnings report because of this. But what this does not say is that your storefronts were closed. Your main source of revenue was closed, not available to you. So you're going to have, I'm going to go, I hate to say numbers because people get upset and they think that whatever somebody says, if they're wrong, then they got to jump on them and call them names and all that stuff. So I'm going to say this. If you looked at the storefront numbers, they're going to be cratered because they were closed. If you look at the digital growth, how much would it have to grow to make up for the storefronts being closed is a question you have to ask yourself. Is that possible? Maybe they made up a large chunk of it. And if they did, they would still have a bad earnings report because they were already down on revenue to begin with. You would have to have an amazing digital growth through the whole coronavirus epidemic to make up for the stores being closed. But I'll get off of that. That's why I think this earnings report is not going to be what people think it's going to be, because MoneyGram sends this news out to keep this floating. If they send this out and put our storefront transactions are down 80%, then you don't get this. You get boom, straight down. But if you only tell half of the truth, the half that you want to tell, you get these sideways trades. I mean, you can see this is just sitting sideways. And that's what we're doing right now, because we're also being held hostage by a buyout rumor that MoneyGram has not denied. Western Union has not denied nor confirmed. People are being held hostage by that. Now, my plan of action, I believe there's going to be one more little pump, and then I'm going to have to insulate myself, is all I'm going to say. Insulate myself from this earnings report. Because after this earnings report, in my opinion, there is going to be a little pain. Especially if they have this earnings report and they say there was no buyout. Now, people seem to think that the earnings report is going to come out on the 31st. I don't think I've seen Moneygram release one on the 31st. I think it's going to be the first week of August is when they release it, which would coincide with their annual, hey, we had digital growth. Maybe they're going to try to pad the bad news with some good news and maybe break even and not lose a whole lot of share price. Because what we got on July 9th was this announcement for the year-over-year digital transaction growth. And I believe it was about the same time in June that we got, let's see here, let's go back. Yeah, on June 9th, reports 100% year-over-year digital growth in May. So this seems to be where they try to keep their share price bumped up is around the 9th. I think they're going to wait until August the 9th, maybe the 7th. If they do it on the 7th, shares crash, they can release a news like this for, what are we on, June? They'll release the July year-over-year digital transaction growth to try to bump the price back up, keep the share price up. My plan of action is to just insulate myself from the earnings report and then try to reload before the year-over-year comes back out again. Year-over-year digital transaction growth I want to reload before that news. It's just my plan of action. I don't know what everybody else plans on doing. But who knows what's going to happen here. I think there's a pretty safe bet that there was no buyout. And if there was, it was not a very good offer. And it was just, they got laughed at and nothing ever happened with it because nobody said nothing since then. And we're about to be left holding the bag for the Corona earnings. This is probably going to be really bad earnings for Moneygram. The good news is it'll be a chance to reload right after that. Hopefully they'll release the earnings a couple days before they release the year-over-year for the digital transactions. So we'll be able to shelter ourselves. Well, I will, because I plan on insulating my shares from the bad news and try to pick up some extras on the good news that's coming. That's what I got on Moneygram. There is no news as far as Ripple XRP use by Moneygram. Nobody's figured out what Ripple's trying to do now that they've changed their whole direction. It's just fallen flat on its face or something. I believe they're trying to make some partnerships. The other issue you have with a buyout is that Ripple, as far as I know right now, still owns 10% of Moneygram. Any buyout would have to involve them. I mean, it's 10% of the company. If not Ripple buying out Moneygram, Moneygram would be so cheap right now to buy. It blows my mind that it hasn't been bought yet. It blows my mind that the share price is not up, considering this company staying afloat. The only reason I could think for the share price right now is November is when all this debt is due. There's a lot of name calling right now that people saying that Moneygram restructured debt, the debt's not a problem. I don't think these folks understand that just because you restructure a debt doesn't mean it goes away. It didn't disappear into fairyland. It's still a debt you owe. no matter how far you push it out. And no matter how many penalties you pay to pretend the debt don't exist, and the risk you run of being, there's some fines they owed for some activity that wasn't kosher, and that's all coming in November. That's right around the corner. That's another issue with this company. I really thought the thing should have been $6, but something's just holding it back. I'm not saying it's going to $6. I can't do that anymore because of all the people that just, nobody can predict the stock price, but some people just need somebody to. Misery loves company. They you know how it goes. But that's all I got. I don't want to get on here and start rambling. So, my other channel, for those of you that are interested in the trucks and the bikes, I had to change my other channel's name to the Dirty 55 channel for marital reasons. I'll be posting a new video on the Dirty 55 truck. She's got some body work done to her. A couple little things we're changing. A couple of upgrades that are coming. Get over to the Dirty 55 channel, subscribe to it. I'm going to post a truck video on this channel for now, and I'll post it on the other channel, just so both of my channels people can watch the truck videos, because I know I haven't been posting much. I've been busy with the truck, and Moneygram has been driving me insane. I've been short selling other stocks just to have some fun. Like we talked about last time, it's just a casino out there right now. People are pumping junk stocks with their unemployment money or something. I don't know what's going on. But people are doing some strange things in the stock market right now. But don't let me get off on that. Like and subscribe, ring the bell. I've lost some subscribers, I'm sure, because I have not uploaded anything. They probably think I fell off and just quit. I haven't. I'm being held hostage by Moneygram, just like everybody else. Even the institutions are not moving Moneygram shares. This is probably just average Joe playing around all day right here. That's what I got. Like and subscribe, ring the bell. Common Sense Crypto out.